tail from this edge loop. So I'm going to select the edge loop. And make sure you select it all very carefully, like this. And let me just hide this for a second so you can see exactly what I'm selecting. Control E. And what you do is I'm selecting the move tool so I can move it in extrusion. And once it's extruded, you can move it, right? So that's what I'm doing here. Extrude it like this. And now we can just use scaling, good old-fashioned scaling, to scale it up like that. And just to begin to be very clear about it, it's very important that it's all evened out. And again, we have to also turn it the other direction, so I was going to scale it this way, but it'll reach a limit. It'll kind of flatten it out, which is fine. We'll scale it. We'll use this to begin to place it. Now, because this fish has got a slightly uneven, actually, no, we'll just go, let's be very faithful to this drawing, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I was going to say that maybe we should just deviate from the drawing, which is also valid. Even if you do that, that's fine. But overall, it should look the same. So here we go. I'm selecting this. To see the middle line, I'm going to place it right in the middle, actually. So these are the deviations I'm making, because I do want to have a nice, strong central line reaching up to maybe this much. And the rest I'll begin to place. And interestingly, it kind of works out pretty correctly, evenly. So maybe this goes somewhere here. Yeah. Actually, no. What we'll do is this. I do want this to be at the top, to create a nice. Yeah, like this. It's going to be placed here, and somewhere here, and this one here. So make sure you have a nice sense of proportion for all this. So see, a small line, larger, very large. Same, large, small, and smaller than that. Okay, let's make sure it looks fine from all directions. Very good. Now what we do is we can create an edge loop across. Insert edge loop, say right in the middle, and scale that up. And remember, it should not be a straight line. It should be bent, or it should be curved. So here we go. We're curving it. And one more edge loop, maybe right here for sure. Scale it. So you can see we're doing edge loops across now. And the important thing is, again, make sure it's all curved. And we'll be flattening it, don't worry. See how wide it is. We'll flatten it pretty soon. And one here. Flattening and straightening it out so I can create it. I can make the curve. I can do the work on the curves more from a fresh standpoint. So what I'm doing now is see how it comes off a curve turning to the west, and this is a curve that's turning to east. So this one is kind of both ways. It's slowly transitioning into that. So that's why I'm designing that curve to make it look like it's a gentle transition. And then it begins to curve to the east, and it goes all the way to the east. Okay, So that's how you do it. And you can make sure that it's good from all axes. And let's also now, it's flared out too much, right? So I'm going to flatten it. Select all the vertices. So I'm going to, what I'm doing is I just selected it and I'm placing it right in the middle. Snapping it. I'm snapping it. You see, remember this grid snap? So I can snap the point right in the middle, take off the snap. So now actually, if I just scale it, it'll scale uniformly. I don't want to close it because we'll close it more elegantly soon. There we go. So now we just work on getting it nice and even, because we got to make it look very, very pattern. That pattern should be is very clear. It's important for the pattern to be very clear. This goes curve down and then go up, curve and go up. It should not go zigzag. The curves, that looks like curve, curve, curve. All right, good. I can spend another 3-4 minutes on this, but now you get the idea. All right, so that's it, guys. Done today. In the next session, we'll move on to the rest of the fish. All right, so I'll post this. We're done for today. I'll post this in the next, say, 3 minutes, and I wish you a really good day. Stay healthy. Keep your spirits up, and I'll talk to you day after tomorrow.